Meal prep is a lifesaver when it comes to healthy eating, but it can also get quite boring to eat the same thing over and over again. What's the solution? Transformations. Cook basic components and transform it into different dishes during the week. Hello my dear friends, Raisa here, nutritionist and founder of the Nutrinut. For today's video, I will be showing you how to transform simple quinoa into 3 absolutely amazing dishes. The first one, coconut mango overnight quinoa. Second, quinoa bowl. And third, cheesy quinoa bites. Before we get to the magical and yummy things in life, if you are into eating in a delicious, simple, and sustainable way, make sure to subscribe to the Nutrinut so you don't miss a single video. Let's jump right into our first recipe, shall we? The quantities that I'm sharing here make about 2 to 3 servings depending on how much fruit you top yours with. So this is what you'll need. Half a cup of cooked quinoa, 1/4 cup of chia seeds, 1/4 cup of hemp hearts, 1/4 cup of sugar, and 1 can of coconut milk. You are basically just adding everything into a mason jar and giving it a mix. Although we're calling it overnight, you don't really have to wait 8 hours. A couple of hours should be enough for the chia seeds to expand and the ingredients to come together. This recipe works great for breakfast, a snack, or even dessert. It's that amazing and nutritious, and just so perfect. Now, let's make this recipe super Instagrammable. In a glass jar, layer the quinoa chia mix with the diced mango like this. And lastly, top it with some unsweetened coconut shreds. I chose to have mine with mango since that's what's in season right now, but feel free to switch it up with whatever fruit you have at home. I have even tried this with a chocolate hazelnut spread and it was pure heaven. Ready for our second quinoa recipe? We're going to be making a super simple bowl. No cooking required or any fancy ingredients. I want you to use this as a guide of sorts, so feel free to swap out your ingredients. I happen to have at home lettuce that needed to be used, but any leafy greens work here. Also, after searching my pantry, I found some dried tomatoes, walnuts, and a can of corn. But use what you have, and you can even add some canned beans or chickpeas. I also had ripe avocados at home, so it was a must for my bowl. The key to making the perfect and flavorful bowl that will have your taste buds screaming with joy is all in the dressing. This is one of my favorites. The base for this dressing is cashews that I left soaking overnight. Soaking is a really important step because it will leave your dressing a lot creamier, and it also allows your body to digest the cashews better. We're also going to be adding water, lemon, garlic, and salt. And for a little smoky type of flavor, I added some nutritional yeast. If you don't have any at home, don't worry, this dressing will still taste amazing without it. So to a blender, add 1 cup of the soaked cashews, 3/4 cup of water, juice of 1 lemon, 2 garlic cloves, half a teaspoon of salt, and 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. You're going to blend everything until you see that it forms a very creamy and smooth consistency. So now that we have our dressing, it's all ready to go, let's start assembling our quinoa bowl, starting with half of the plate being of your greens. Now, I had my lettuce blend, but feel free to swap it out for whatever you have at home. Half a cup of cooked quinoa, 1/4 cup of corn, about 1/4 cup of dried tomatoes, and then I used, for this bowl specifically, half of an avocado. Lastly, we're going to top everything with our delicious creamy cashew dressing and some walnuts that will add not only a nice crunch but also nutrients. A bowl done right should meet the following criteria. Number 1, it should be filling, satisfying, and nutritionally balanced. The way to do this is by making sure that you include good sources of protein, fiber, healthy fats, and veggies. lots of veggies, which we did here. The avocado and walnuts are a great source of protein, healthy fat, and fiber. The quinoa is rich in protein and fiber. And we added a variety of veggies and greens for the extra vitamin and mineral boost. Criteria number 2, it should be enjoyable. Healthy doesn't have to be blah. Make it tasty, play with flavor combinations and different textures so that you actually get excited about your dishes. And now recipe number 3, our cheesy quinoa bites. This recipe yields 12 mini bites. So let's jump right into it, shall we? I used 1 cup of cooked quinoa. Then I used a blend of 2 different types of cheese, so half a cup of Gruyere cheese and half a cup of Gouda cheese. Use what you have again. 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/4 cup of frozen thawed spinach, 1/4 cup of frozen bell pepper and onion mix that I had, and 1 flax egg, which is basically 1 tablespoon of flax meal mixed in with 3 tablespoons of water. Give everything a good mix. Now feel free to get your hands in there. And now we're going to be transferring the quinoa mix into a non-stick mini muffin pan, making sure to press down with the back of a spoon. And now bake for 20 minutes in a preheated oven of 350 degrees Fahrenheit. These cheesy quinoa bites make for a really great snack. They work wonderfully as a to-go option since you don't really need to heat them up and they're just tasty as is. Well, there you have it, 3 different amazing ways to enjoy simple quinoa with very, very basic ingredients. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the little like button below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time.